Okay, guys, welcome back. Today I will show you my three trades during New York session. Today is 12th of May 2026. So let me show you. Here we have basically the opening 9:30 New York time. Okay, so if we come back on our S&P 500 futures chart, we have this opening. As you can see, they testing this value area again, and they want to test this area, but it doesn't mean that the price will reach that area. Okay, so as you can see, we opened this very day with a gap, so probably we don't have at the moment enough buyer to continue to buy on a higher price. Okay, so what I do is to wait till at least 9:45, okay, to see what the price want to do. We have this range, we have the VWAP, etc. So I'm waiting. So if you want, you can enter here now, for example, on into this rejection, stop loss above all this range, and 1 to 2, for example. Okay, but for the moment I prefer to wait because as you can see, the price is moving in a sort of a range, in a kind of range, so you don't really know what the price want to do. We have this huge rejection, as you can see. Volume is still low, to be honest, but the buyers volume is decreasing now, and the sellers volume is basically horizontal, so it's always the same. As you can see, if you took this entry, for example, you were already 1 to 1, or if you want to stay safe, 0.71, 1% here. Okay, but my entry was based on this second confirmation. So price broke below the VWAP, tested this value area, Friday value area again, and broke this VWAP to the downside. Then retest the VWAP and broke again. So my first entry is here, stop loss above this level, TP below 1 to 2. TP. Okay, so it's that easy, literally. Then the price came back to retest, and you can take, or you can try to take, a second entry here, and again. Move stop loss to break even or slightly in profit, and again second TP. So as you can see, in matter of minutes, using always the same logic, you can easily make $1,500 or more, depending on your risk, depending how big is your account. And again, what I want to say is, let me check the volume profile. So okay, yeah, no, the volume profile has not that shape that for a short trade, to be honest, the shape that I want to see. But based on this value area and the VWAP, that VWAP is my main thing to decide to take a trade. Okay, the volume profile, I use the volume profile as confirmation, but I usually use the volume profile from the last day. Okay, and then, for example, same things on Nasdaq. Okay, as you can see again, they firstly broke this view up to the downside. I took this trade here. Again, price basically tested the Friday POC, okay, and again, as you can see in the POC, of course, we have the majority of volume inside. Okay, so they test and they rejected this level of price, and we are below the VWAP, and again retest the VWAP again. As you can see, this buyer movement is not supported by volume. Volume is decreasing. Okay, and again, when the price close below the VWAP, we can take an entry here, to be honest. Okay, but let's say, okay, 1 and 2. Easily. Another entry here, again, same thing. Rejection again on the VWAP. Here we have some kind of imbalance, and again, doesn't matter now the money, because it's just for backtesting. Of course, you need to manage your stop loss, for example. You need to manage your TP, to decide your TP. Depends on your risk profile. And again, it's that simple, literally. Okay, they again tested again the this value area low. As I said, you can also take this trade, try to take this trade, and take some quick scalp. Okay, in this case, for example, let's see what happened, because I don't know. Okay, it's another take profit. Okay, so you must build your idea using some kind of hedge, using the volume. Of course, if you have money to invest on bookmap, on deep charts, on Sierra charts, to have more data based on volume, based on the DOM, etc., is better, because you add more confirmation, more conferences, and of course you can build a better edge, of course. Okay, but if you start from scratch, no money or little money to invest into trading, you can just use TradingView, you can just use future data on TradingView, and build, first of all, a simple strategy based on the VWAP, based on the breakout of original range breakout. Okay, opening range breakout. Sorry. Okay, so sorry, because my English now is very rusty, because I haven't spoken English in like 2 years now. So, but you can build your strategy based on these datas. Okay, even on DAX, for example, today, let me change the volume profile. But at the beginning, to be honest, I suggested to trade only on Nasdaq and on S&P, just at the beginning of the trading session, New York trading session, because it's easier. Same things here. Okay, little bit different. We can see that volume profile, the sellers accept each day a lower price to sell. Okay, and today, for example, and one good trade that I would take, and I took, to be honest, is this one. Okay, so again, pre New York session, we had this movement to the upside, supported by some volume, to be honest, but the price has been rejected and broke this level and came back inside the below this VWAP line. One entry could be this one, but I didn't take it because I prefer to wait the opening of the session, of course, because we have more volume. Okay, so again, I took this one. Same identical logic. Rejection, price close below, and I took an entry, here. Just a little bit above. Okay, but doesn't matter now, the entry. When you are in profit, move aggressively your stop loss, and if you want to trading your TP, you can, just to maximize your profit. Okay, you have to learn how to do it. I'm not a biggest fan of trading stop loss, because I'm not every time in front of my in front of the chart. So yes, but if you are able to do it, you can maximize your winning days. And the main thing, you have to go on 15 minutes, and of course you have your stop loss, but after 15 minutes candlestick against your trade, close your trade, because the most important thing is to cut your losses. Okay, cut your losses and ride your win. That's it. So for today, I'm done. I will show you maybe in the next days the other trades that I took during the day. My ebook based on this strategy is almost ready. The price will be like, I think, $39. Is very low price compared to the value inside, because I literally wrote everything that I used to take this type of trades. Okay, and of course I will share for free here other ideas, other breaking down of trades, and yeah, that's it. See you next time, guys. Thank you for watching.